One of the things I see almost all of these pro magicians and mentalists doing is
You only need to use that intuition if you want to win in any casino.
making sure that they share everything from their own unique perspective.
You can't see what's in front of you right now, no?
Correct.
No one is better at being you than you yourself. So if you can, start to lean into different things that will make you unique and make you the way you are. Whether it's the taste or the style of performing magic, mentalism, or hypnosis, your unique perspective that you can share on things, this is the one of the easiest ways to make you stand out from the masses that are around you right now. Over the last couple of years, I kept revisiting this book, and one quote still got stuck, revolving and repeating in my mind. Never perform magic what others are performing. So this led me to reach out Mr. Peter Turner on his live streaming Q&A. I'm pretty sure that most of you have joined his live stream, but people somehow who missed it, so I asked this very important question. Let's find out what was his take on that.
And best. I always wanted to ask this: should we perform the same magic or mentalism like those in the trend, or should someone perform their own distinct routines or tricks? Completely depends. You know, like it's a trend for a reason. It depends. You know, if it's trending online at that time, then maybe it's good to jump on that wave, but just do it differently to how everybody else is doing it. So something can still be trendy, but you have your own way of doing it. And that's, you know, so the answer is both of those things simultaneously. Do your own thing, but the way, present the trick that everybody else is presenting, but just show your own version of it. And that's probably the best way to look at that. So instead of seeing them as two separate entities, put those two things together. Let's have a look at this.
Woo-hoo-hoo! What a phenomenal take on that. I knew it, that something insightful, something very genius answer will gonna come out. I knew that, and this makes me love magic even more, guys. It's like I wanted to have with magic. You see, this is what I mentioned earlier. Sharing everything from their own unique perspective, that's what makes them a professional. You know, there is a catch. There is a catch. Perhaps I was not completely satisfied. I was like 60-40. The 40% I choose to believe that following a trendy magic and performing it in my own way will only going to make me somewhat similar to the others out there. They're not gonna be any wow factor. Oh my God! Wow! And that will not gonna make anyone stand out from the crowd. I'm talking about in magician community. You know, for example, I stopped performing double cross. I know it is the fantastic breaking the ice effect, but you know, I encountered a lady from the audience and she was like, hey, I've seen this before. Another magician on XYZ event was performing the same. And then I stopped performing D'Angelo's touch. The reason is because it was everywhere on the internet. Instagram, YouTube, you name it, everywhere. Hey, respectively, those two are insanely popular and they have their own merits among a magician and mentalists alike. And then I realized,
if you want to be remembered, you must be distinct.
Now let me explain you how. I'm going to break it down into 3 easy points.
Fantastic.
Finding your niche, focus on originality, and with some example scenarios. You know, identifying a specific style or type of magic that aligns with your personality and interest can and will help you to develop unique performances and will make you stand out from the masses. This you gotta figure out yourself because you know yourself better than anyone else in the world. Instead of trying to replicate the existing tricks, focus on innovating new presentations, just as Peter Turner mentioned. Incorporating personal touches or creating entirely new effects gonna make you remembered among the audience and among your fellow magicians. Most importantly, you will be a distinct performer entirely. And how you gonna do that? Read the books, guys. Read the books. Damn. Let's take a couple of examples, yeah? Suppose if a local magician is famous for using a card force in his routine, don't include a similar card force in your set. Okay, so let's take another example to make it more clear and to understand it better. Suppose if most magician in your area performing classic close-up magic, explore different genre like mentalism, stage illusion to differentiate yourself. Well, I prefer performing close-up mentalism and hypnosis at my gigs. And when the stakes are higher, I love performing stage hypnosis and mentalism. And if you haven't watched my video where Peter Turner shared his own thoughts, click on this I button right here, or the link will be in the description below.
Fantastic.
Now, if you think that I have missed something, I missed out something, or you have your own opinion, your thoughts, your point of view on this topic, do let me know in the comments below and let's start a healthy discussion, shall we? And there's one more thing I like to share. Watch this. Damn, I made so many mistakes that I cannot even count on my fingers. You know, I learned from my mistakes that I made instead of with my success rates. My success rates will be like 30% when I was starting and exploring magic, which to the date I am still like 30%, and the 70% was my failures. I learned from it. I reviewed my recorded video and I look at myself, I observe myself. Okay, so here I did a mistake and I made a note of it. And then I try to correct that, my body language, my way of speaking, which you call communication skills. I not at the point where I can afford a director that will direct my close-up magic show or a stage magic show. So I have to be my own director. That's what I learned. So this is how I did, and I hope you can and you will going to learn a lot if you be shrewdly observing your own mistakes. It's not that if your competition is someone else, it is you have to compete with. You have to raise your level of like what you were a year back, you have to raise your level. I hope you're understanding. So observing your own mistakes, looking into your own mistakes will going to make you succeed. Not with the success rates, but with the failures. I'm sorry, it's late night. I cannot speak more, and it's been like 4 hours of recording this video, and I made 2 reels or 2 shorts as well. So I'm losing few words. So I apologize for that. And like I said, learn from your mistakes, not with your success rate. This is the mantra. Yeah, one more thing I would like to add. I read it in the book. I am not as good as I can be. Remember that next time you go out and performing magic, mentalism, or hypnosis. Remember, no matter how many praises you get from the audience, no matter how praises you get from your parents, your friends, or your magician friends, always remember, don't let your ego tackle with your confidence. Those are 2 different things. Always remember, I am not as good as I can be. This will gonna make you a pro. Not a pro, but it will raise your bar, it will raise your level. So with all that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. All hands together now. Salute. Be safe out there, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.